Hello, how are you today? I'm Stacey from Farmer's Wife Homestead, and it's good afternoon from me, late afternoon actually. Just putting my pinny on. Right, today we are going to be making something that I've made literally thousands and thousands of these things from back in my days of my catering business and cafe, and also just family occasions. They are called savouries, little pies, little pies. And I use a muffin tin. We're going to make three types. We're going to make, traditionally I make a bacon and egg one, but I've got some ham that needed to be used up, so we're going to make ham and egg, and then we're going to do a corn and cheese and a cheese and onion as well. And I'm going to show you how I make them. I'm not sure what the equivalent would be in some other countries, but yeah, we call them savouries over here. They're egg based, and yeah, the sky's the limit to the fillings that you can put them in there. You can eat them cold, you can eat them hot, straight out of the oven, and we use them at parties or family gatherings. As I said, I use them in my catering days. And yeah, they're super yummy, and I've been meaning for ages to do this video for you guys. So I've only got one tray now. This is one of my Thermomix muffin tins. So we're going to make those three flavours. And I've got some 12 sheets of puff pastry. So we're going to be using that, and we'll make up an egg mix base, and I've already cut everything else. I'm going to pop the oven on. I'm going to pop it on at 180 fan bake or 200 just normal bake. Alright, so I'm going to bring you down. I'm going to show you how I organise these, and then we will do one tray at a time because I've only got the one tray. And yeah, I'll whip these up and I'll show you. You can also make mince and cheese ones as well, potato top, all sorts. But for today, this is what we're going to be doing. So anyway, I better put my hair up, and see, it's already driving me nuts. And I'll bring you down and we will start cutting out the pastry. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is just grab a little bit of oil and pop some in to one of the tins. You've got the spray oil, that's use that, but I don't, because that's just another thing that I have to buy from the supermarket. You just want to, you should only have to do this once. The rest of the time there will be enough residual oil. Right, pop that over there. Just turn the lights on. It may help a little bit. Alright. Get one of the sheets, and you need to find a sheet that's going to sort of fit there. I'll try this cup. That's too small. I want something a bit bigger. So just to show you the difference, this was the original one, and it only comes up the sides just a little bit of the way, whereas this bigger one here, it goes all the way up, so that's what you're wanting. And just to save on pastry, I don't mind if it sort of cuts it off a little bit. That's all right. these have been out of the fridge too long. You want them a little bit colder. Save these other bits. I'm just going to keep doing that until it's finished. Okay, so they're all filled. I'm just going to shove this in. Just going to pop this into the fridge so that it chills them right down, and we will get to making up the egg mix. Okay, so I've got a dozen eggs in here, and I've got some cream. And I'm going to because I eyeball everything, I'm going to put in a cup of cream, and I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of salt, some black pepper, and for the green aspect I would normally put parsley or chives in there. I don't have neither because it's winter. So I've got some spring onions in the fridge. I will just dice up a little bit of spring onion tops. So just give this a really good mix. This is great to use up lots of eggs in the you know, spring and summer times when the chickens are laying, and because these freeze very, very well. You can cook them up and then cool them right down, and then freeze them, and then just pop them out, and then all you have to do is chuck them into school lunch boxes, and or you know, work lunch box or something, and you've got a lovely wee treat. I mix that really, really well. Okay, I'm just going to pour it into here to make it easier to pour into the pastry shells, and just put the rest aside. I'm going to put that there. Now I'm just going to chop up some spring onion tops. Although I think I've still got a little bit of dried parsley left, so I could use that as well. Alright, set that aside. I usually use a dob of tomato paste, but I forgot to take some out, so I've got some tomato sauce, and just pop just a tiny dob in the bottom. And then I have got some chopped up diced ham. I'm just going to pop some into each little pastry. And once my chickens start laying, I might definitely make up a whole heap of these and pop them in the freezer. I know a lot of you enjoyed the pizza pinwheels as well. I'll link that in case you haven't seen that one. So there's the ham. Now, if you like, you could just make it without cheese, but a little bit of cheese is always nice. So obviously if you had some bacon, you put little bits of bacon in here. Doesn't have to be cooked because it will cook in the oven. Okay, that's the cheese. Now we're going to put just a tiny bit of green in there. Capsicum, little tiny bits of diced capsicum is quite nice. And then all you're going to do is just pour in a little bit of the cream egg mix. A little goes a long way. And you want to fill it. Let's see if I can show you. Fill it to the top of the pastry. Don't go over the pastry. If you do, don't stress. Nothing's ever a bother. I'm just going to carry on until they're all done. Okay, so that's all of them filled. I'm going to pop that into my oven now. So I've popped that in the oven, and I've put the timer on for 10 minutes, and we'll check after 10 minutes. In the meantime, if you had another muffin tin, you could start getting the next batch ready. I'm going to have to wait until these come out. I'm going to have to go and invest in another couple of those muffin trays from the mix shop, and I have to wait until they come out, and then I'll put them onto a cooling rack and then let the tray cool down so that I can get the next lot of pastry in. So it's just going to be a little bit more fluffing around, but it's okay, I've got the time. And we'll make the corn one next. Alright, so in the meantime I'm going to cut out 24 more rounds so that they can at least be ready, and I'll pop them in the fridge so that they can cool down, and we'll wait for the next one. I will bring you back when these ones are cooked. Okay, so I've managed to get 6 out of each sheet in the end, just by thinking about it a little bit better. So all the scraps, I'm not going to waste them. I'm going to just take them all off the blue sheets and put them all into a ball, and then I pop that in the freezer, and then I can use that another time when I've got, if I ever get more leftover pastry, and you can make some scrolls or pastry pizza with that. You just roll it out, re-roll it. It'll be a bit more rustic, but it's better than wasting it. So that's what I'm doing now, and these other savouries have probably got about 5 minutes to go. I'll have a check soon. And basically you're just wanting the pastry to be cooked and puffy, and the egg to be cooked, the egg mixture. So we'll have a look after 10 minutes, and we'll go from there. Big ball of pastry. So I just sort of get a couple of these blue sheets, smush it, and then I'm going to wrap it and put it in a bag and pop it straight in the freezer. There's the 10-minute. Definitely need another 5. Alright, so I'm going to have a little bit of a tidy up, and I'll come back after 5 more minutes. Oh, I wanted to give you some other ideas. So yeah, like sky's the limit. If you've got a few odd sods veggies laying around, roasted veggies you could do. They're kind of like little mini quiches almost, but yeah, as I said, we call them savouries over here. And you could do little bits of chicken and cranberry. Oh gosh, yeah, like I said, roasted veg to make vegetarian ones. Yeah, just loads and loads of different ideas. Apricot and chicken. I can't think of any more right now, but I will also put this recipe on the new website as well. So hang tight, it's coming. Yeah, I just can't wait to push send, or live would be a better one. Yeah, I'll bring you back soon. 5 more minutes. They just need maybe 2 more minutes. Every oven is going to be different, so you just want them to be golden and the pastry be cooked and the egg be cooked. So my oven door is playing up again. I even have had to resort to the spoon a couple of times, but yeah, just keep an eye on it, but I will show you what it looks like when you know it's ready. Okay. Shush. Right, just going to pull it out and have a look. See how the pastry here is still slightly blonde? I want that just a little more golden. Is that a better view? Just maybe 2 more minutes. They are very hands off. It's just like the next lot, I'll know that it's taking 20 minutes. But that first lot, you just gotta have a look. All right, I'm happy with them now. Yum. So we're just going to let them sit for 2 minutes so that they slightly steam, and then we're going to get a spoon, or might even use, I've got these little spatulas that were given to me from a lovely dear friend. So we'll just, hopefully they'll come out all right. I haven't used this actual muffin tin before, so fingers crossed they come out all right. So I've just got a cooling rack just over here, and that's what they look like. I put a tea towel over the top, so it kind of just steamed them slightly, because they were sticking ever so slightly onto here. And I've just used a knife to run around the edges, and a spoon is quite good for getting them out. So I'm going to pop them all out and then clean up here, and then we'll get the next lot in. Okay, so I've oiled it again. These are already cold, so we don't need to cool the pastry down in the fridge. So these ones we will do corn and cheese. And I'm just going to pop in some corn. I've just used some frozen sweet corn. And again, top with some cheese. And then you're just going to fill them again, just like the other ones. going to continue that for all 12 and then into the oven. So yeah, that's basically it. The third batch that we're going to make is cheese and onion. So all you do is you get up an onion and chop it up very finely. You can see, just chop it up nice and finely, and I put a little bit of onion down the bottom, top it with cheese, and then more of the egg mix. If you don't have enough egg mix for 3 lots, just make, you know, add a couple more eggs and a little bit more cream, and you know, depending on how many you need to make, but you get the idea. This is the ham and cheese one. It's cooled down now. There's the inside. So delicious. They're really nice cold. They're nice hot. So good. And as I said, once they're frozen, so you can now pop them into a Ziploc bag as that once they're cold, and then freeze them. Pop one out of the freezer into a lunch box. By the time lunch has come around, it's thawed. Delicious. I'll show you the other I'll show you the footage of the other 2 once they're done. But aside from that, it's pretty quick and easy. I hope you enjoyed it. Look at me with pastry down the front. Yum. It's one of my favourite things, like party foods. You know, great for rugby night or whatever. There's the corn and cheese. So these are the corn and cheese. Lots of onion. Again, just top with cheese. All right. Always put a little bit of salt on the top. It's got a tiny bit in the mixture itself, but it needs a little bit on the top. So I've just put the cheese and onion in the oven. I ended up needing 2 more eggs with a little bit more cream, but this is the corn, lovely corn and cheese one. I'll bite into it so you can see it. Can't see all the corn in there, but there's lots of corn in there. So delicious. I don't know if you can tell, but it's dark outside now. There's the cheese and onion. Cheese and onion are my favourite. So thanks for joining me again. As I said, I will show you some footage of the other finished ones, and yeah, let me know in the comments if you give them a try, or if you even make this kind of thing in the country that you are in. Obviously if you're a Kiwi, they're in you know, cafes and what do you call them, bakeries all over New Zealand. So yeah, let me know if you give them a try. thank you for spending some time with me today, and I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Alright, take care. Bye for now.